We had to move to this spot last night. You can hear this wind. It was mega last night, and we were on this bit right next to the sea, and it was well dodgy, so we had to move it about 12:30 at night.
And our PJs and slippers driving into the car park.
And there was a couple of other motorhomes next to us, and they followed our lead and all because it was just far too wild. The van is actually getting sandblasted in the van. You can just hear it hitting off the side of the van, but when you go out there, it is wild, man. I tried to take Lexi out for a pee. Well, I did take her out for a pee. I got sand in my ears, never got sand in my eyes. Brutal, I had to hide behind the van for a second just to get a break for it. Not a bad view, that's been our view for this park up. Quite wild again, quite windy, but there's been another good view as well. Look, I'll show you. See that spot over there, that door? That's a local dealer's house. Yesterday people were coming and going. I think there was a sign, there was a towel got hung out, people started coming, the towel went away and shop got closed. But aye, that's the man there if you're in the area. So the campsite is just through that blue gate. You just walk up and we're camped right there. Next, head up on the beach as always. So this is our campsite for a couple of days, and you just go right down through here and it takes you right out onto the promenade at the beach. Come on, once again we find ourselves in the middle of a storm. The van isn't rocking and rolling this time, so it's not too bad. But Malaga is an hour and a half that way, and that's the direction we're going anyway, and that gets us out of this rain and wind storm, so we're going to head that way today. We've got a staffy that refuses to go out in the rain, so she's sitting there watching all the other dogs go by with their jackets on. Try to get her out.
Flooded out. Getting a waterfall up. Got my jacket on. You alright out there, big man?
You're nice and dry.
A man's job is never done. He gets all the good jobs.
Well, I can safely say that was the worst driving experience in my life. I don't know if it got worse the 10 minutes that we left, but we were only on the road 10 minutes tops. I've drove in mega storms back home, I've drove a storm in Iceland, but that was nothing compared to the 10 minutes I just spent on that motorway here. There was a lorry overturned, it was wild, man. So we've just pulled into a garage. I ain't going nowhere until this storm passes. That was so scary. I've never felt like that in my life.
We survived. You've done amazing.
Big Dog DMX is a good van, but
got us to safety, but that was definitely what is it, risk to life?
That was so bad. I've never actually, my arms, I've never felt like that in my life. The sensation I got after that drive, during that drive. But I parked up now, not gone anywhere. We're safe, that's all that matters.
We're safe, we're taking a wee moment to be grateful that we're safe and we're okay, and just to calm our nerves a wee bit, didn't we?
Yep. Advertisement robot here, Alexa Freaka.
On holiday, make it even better.
As you can see, we survived the storm yesterday and we have made it to Torremolinos, where we are here at the beach for some breakfast and the sun is shining.
Do you know, yesterday was actually quite scary. But we did survive, thankfully, and I'm super grateful. I think we were on a bit of adrenaline yesterday when you done that video as well.
Defo.
But it was very, very scary, and I am so glad to be sitting on the beachfront with a bit of sun, having some breakfast.
There's loads of parakeets and these trees are cool.
So a wee bit of summary on actually yesterday's events. The campsite was flooded out. There was a tree falling on one of the buildings and cut out the electric. So we thought, right, well, we'll get on the road. We got on the road and that weather quickly changed. And there was lorries overturned on the road, and it was really touch and go. I know I'm laughing, but it wasn't actually funny at the time. Probably should have actually filmed it, would have made a wee bit of good entertainment. But yeah, Mr. C done very, very well in actually making sure that we got to safety. You drove like a boss, mate.
Cheers. Like I said, I've drove storms before, and we drove in one in Iceland. We didn't even know there was a storm coming, and we went out, and that was really bad. But that was nothing compared to that yesterday. The Iceland videos you can watch them anyway, so go and watch them if you've not seen them before. Can't mind if we got much of the storm and that, but we were out in it, so there is some of that. We drove in that, and then we found out the next again day while we were talking to the guy that owned the Airbnb, and he was like, oh, did you shelter in yesterday for the storm? And we were like, oh, so that's why the roads were so quiet. But anyway, we made it here, and nice and sunny now.
Normal services have resumed. Karaoke night live.
This is like the other end of Torremolinos. We walked right along the beach. Keep walking, you get to the port where that big wheel is, but old Staffy here don't go that far. That's pelter.
Just a wee
compared to mine. I know you've got a big gob, but let's see you try and get a bite of that then.
Look at that.
So then. Ah, it doesn't count. That's right on there. Zoltar speaks in Spanish and everything.
May have heard this, but Zoltar is here to tell you you can believe it. Age is simply a matter of mind. If you don't mind, then my friend, it doesn't matter. So go on, be carefree like a little baby. But first, give Zoltar a little money, and I will give you a fortune.
There you go, that's it.
Estoy esperando venir aquí con una pequeña fortuna Zoltar.
Speaking of Spanish now. Good morning. I've literally just woke up. There's the van there, and came right out onto the beach with Lexi for our morning walk. The sun is just up, but we are just leaving here in about an hour. Still in Torremolinos. We're leaving here. It's actually been brilliant here. This is probably one of my favourite places we've been in, to be honest with you. And it'd be parked right next to such a lovely beach and stuff. It's been excellent. But we are heading, we're going a bit inland now. We are heading into probably one of the, well, looks like probably one of the coolest, well, nicest towns in Spain. So thanks very much anyone who's watched these, and you know what to do. If you like this video, hit that like button, we would really appreciate that. But thanks very much. We're going to keep it moving. Peace out.